Hello, good evening, everyone. So, this is Dr. Pallavi Kher here, and I am here to ask you one important question. What do you think? Who is or what is the most, the worst enemy of your manifestation journey? If you can say or answer in the chat box, then I will be really happy to answer your questions ahead. Okay, some might be saying that outer situation or certain people, their behaviors. Yeah, even if you think that you know the right answer, that you yourself create the stress, but then this answer sounds good to ears, but it is not very easy to follow because when people around us or the situations are not according to what we want it to be, we are stressed out, correct? And that is the reality in today's times. But then, for your kind information, this stress is the number one factor or is the number one enemy which comes in between you and you manifesting your desires. Manifestation is one subject which is close to my heart because it takes you to the path of spirituality. It teaches you emotional regulation and it also gives meaning to your life by teaching you to set right goals and to set right intentions. And when it comes to manifesting your desires or achieving your goals or achieving the kind of success you want in your business, in your entrepreneurship journey, or in your relationships or health, the main factor that actually creates havoc in your life is stress. And do you know one thing? Stress is a natural phenomena. Absolutely right. So if you're stressed out, then you're following nature. Congratulations. But then there is another side to this coin. So, how can we manage stress is the challenge for human beings nowadays, right? We want to earn a lot of money. We all want to become successful. All want to have that healthy, fit, and amazing body. And we also want to have loving relationships. And in here, we want this environment to be perfect. And when it is not perfect, we create that response which we call as stress. So let me share my screen because today you are going to get mind blown. Today you are really going to get certain facts and you are really going to look into your life in a different perspective. You will or you may feel compassion towards people around you who are stressed out. At the same time, you may identify certain things about yourself. And if you become successful in identifying it, then creation mode will be switched on very easily. Our creation mode is shut down most of the times because we are in survival mode. What is this survival mode? Let's see. So if you can see my screen, then it will become very easy for you. All right. So you are born to thrive, not just to survive, is the message I want to give to your brain, to your mind, body, heart, and soul. You're born to thrive. You're born to experience joy and love. You're not born just to survive. You're not born just to earn some money and carry out and fulfill the expectations of other people and carry out the expenses of your daily needs. You're born to thrive. Now, when we say that you are born to thrive, your stress is the most important enemy or the most important factor that comes in between you and your desire. Now, here, if you can see this, what is stress and when is it produced? It is produced when we can't predict the future outcome. For example, you want to go for an exam and you are not sure whether you are going to pass this exam or not, whether you are going to score good marks or not. Stress is there. Why? Because you don't know what is going to happen in the future. You don't know what questions are going to be asked in the exam. You are prepared for something, and if something else comes, and then you will be all gone. And so that fear of failure keeps you in stress. Also, when we cannot control the solution, when we cannot control the situation. For example, you are expecting something from the people around you or at your workplace, and suddenly something else happen which is not aligned with what you want. And then you cannot control the situation, you feel stressed out. For example, you are expecting a promotion or you are expecting a salary raise. And so you're doing all the work intently and intensely the whole month. And at the end of the month, when your boss calls you in the office, you feel stressed out whether you're going to get the promotion or not. And suddenly your boss asks you to leave the job. Now, again, stress because you cannot control this situation and you didn't expect it. So, there are three types of stress that we all face. One is physical. Whenever there is trauma or injury to your body, there is physical stress. I mean, body goes in that stress where body has that work to repair. Then, number two is chemical stress. Chemical stress when you get sick, when you have flu, bacterial, viral infections, or accidentally some toxins enter your body, then your body goes into chemical stress. Then comes emotional stress. Most of us go through this stress most of the times. Emotional stress, if there is any tragedy in your family, single parenting, if any family member expires or leaves the nest, or financial stress, if there is, you think that the sources are limited, then financial stress, traffic jam, if you're stuck in the traffic and you want to reach somewhere on time, emotional stress. And all this stress create a lot of chemical reaction inside your body. So what is stress? Stress is nothing but the fear of survival. Fear of survival. Why stress is designed by nature so that you can save yourself from dangerous animals. So this is about the evolution of human history. If you go back to our ancestors, or if you go back to our mm, the era when humans and all the animals used to live in forests, at that time, the challenge that all the animals were facing was surviving from other dangerous animals. So, this instinct is given to all the animals. Stress. What happens when you're stressed out? If there is any threat or danger of, or any animal is chasing you, then your brain creates that response of stress. That means it secretes some hormones like adrenaline, noradrenaline, and corticosteroid, by which certain changes occur in your body, like your mouth dries up, your pupils dilate so that you can observe your surroundings. All the blood rushes to your hands and legs so that you can take action. Either you can fight or you can flight. That means you can run away from that situation. Your internal organs slow down, and the energy and resources of the body is spent. The energy is created so that you can use this energy to escape that situation or that animal. So all energy is mobilized to adapt to stress, and this is nothing but the response to danger or threat. And this is given to all the animals. Like if the deer is chased by a lion or tiger, it creates the same response. Just like human beings also create this response when there is any danger. All animals have this system, and there are two kinds of system: sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. So in sympathetic nervous system, it is fight or flight response, as I already described and explained you before. And then there is parasympathetic nervous system, which is more about relaxation, metabolism, and healing. But most of the times, animals who are living in jungle, their sympathetic nervous system is active when they want to save their life. Now look into your life. Whether most of the times your sympathetic nervous system is active or parasympathetic nervous system is active. Now imagine that uh, imagine that a dinosaur is chasing you. You are running hard. You're running the fastest possible. Can you realize how your stress hormones are secreted in your body? You have that rush of blood in your hands and legs, and you are giving in the best efforts to escape that animal. And then you look at a cave and you find out that you can just enter the cave and save yourself, because that dinosaur cannot enter that cave as the opening is small. You enter that cave, and after some time your body feels safe, and so the stress hormone is suppressed. Now here your body starts repairing, and other hormones are secreted, and this corticosteroid hormone is suppressed. So your body can be under stress for some period of time, right? But if it stays in the same state for a longer period of time, then it cannot get any time to repair. After every stressful response of the body demands rest so that it can repair itself, and it can provide blood supply to other organs which were ignored, right? So imagine that the dinosaur that is present outside the cave is your family member, or your traffic jam, or your finances, or normal situations, or your boss. They are all the time there. So your body is constantly in the response of stress, and it is not getting any time to rest or to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system so that you can relax and metabolism can be increased and your body can heal. Some people get addicted to these emotions of stress because they feel that if there is no problem to solve, their life is stopped. And this adrenaline rush is so addictive, like drugs or chocolates, that they need bad job to complain about. They need problems to solve. They need poor relationships to find out faults so that their rush of energy is still going on. They don't like this kind of life, but they are addicted to these emotions of stress. This affects their quality of life, and it is sometimes expressed in the form of demand of sugary or sweet food, or demand of environment or other people to be perfect. And when the other people are not behaving the way they want it to be, or the environment is not perfect, again they get stressed out. Their brain triggers that survival mode, and this adrenaline rush and corticosteroid go on. They are constantly in emergency mode, and this is not, whenever you are in emergency mode, your body prepares for fighting or running away from that situation or hiding yourself. There is no time, means this is not a time to learn or to be still. Imagine yourself, want to save your life. Now if someone asks you to learn this skill, what will you say? Now the important task is to save myself. So imagine that these people are continuously in this emergency mode, in this emotions of stress, so they cannot focus on learning and growing. They cannot be still and go within and create, because if they stop, if they don't run, if they don't solve the problems, then they will be prey. And they think that if they will be prey, they will be weak. They will be the weak animals and they want to be strong. That's why these people are analytical. They constantly keep on thinking about worst possible situation. And because their mind is constantly running, they are overthinking, they are stressful, and they are anxious, they separate themselves from everyone around them, because they are not busy, because they are not free to create anything, but they are busy with analyzing, problem solving, and overthinking. So this separation from everything and everyone happens because their attention is on matter. Why attention is on matter? Because they have this constant feeling that someone is chasing them, as if the dangerous animal is chasing them. And what is that dangerous animal? That might be any deadline, that might be their spouse, that might be their boss, that might be any situation in their life. And for in such a situation, in such a state of mind, unknown is a scary place. And that's why they like to be in the known place. Known is familiar, and your brain likes familiarity. So they keep on operating from the past experiences because past experiences are familiar. Now, can you see, if they are operating from the past, that means they are not in a forgiving mode towards people. Why? Because they think that this person had done this mistake twice before. That means now this person will do the same mistake again in the future. That means this person is a dangerous element for me. Because this, if the experience is repeated, that means it is familiar. They cannot think about the possibility that this person has an ability to change. They cannot create the possibility of creation with that person so that they can help the other person to, to create new ways of solving the problem. So these people are analytical, overthinking, and they always keep on preparing for the worst. They think that if they prepare for the worst, they will not be the prey. They will not be killed. They will always survive if they are prepared for the worst. But all their energy, time, and resources of the body and mind go into preparing for the worst, which doesn't happen around 90% of the times. Means minimum 90% of the times. So when there is no danger, they can relax and they can create, but because of addiction to the stress hormones, they cannot do that. What is the reality? The reality is that we can control our inner world of thoughts and feelings. You can control that stress response by your thoughts alone. If your thoughts can make you sick, your thoughts can make you well. If there is any person in your family or around you who suffers from irritable bowel syndrome, rheumatoid arthritis, thyroid, any hormonal disorder, autoimmune diseases, joint disorders, cancer, or any metabolic disorder, then the main causative factor is stress. When you go to a doctor and doctor will tell you there is no particular reason why this caused. So when there is no reason, the reason is stress. And by research, it has been proven that more than 99% of diseases are caused by stress. So the argument is, if your thoughts can make you sick, your thoughts can make you well. And stress is nothing but increase cortisol and reduce immunoglobulin level. So there was an experiment done by Joe Dispenza and his team on 117 people. They were given 4 days of training and they were asked to trade their emotions of stress with the emotions of gratitude. They were told to just feel how they feel and focus on those feelings when they feel stressed out. So certain situations were created and they were told to imagine certain situations of stress. They were asked to talk about their feelings, and then they were given these tools of gratitude and appreciation. They were asked to do the practice of gratitude and appreciation only 10 minutes a day. And after 4 days, when their blood tests were examined, their immunoglobulin level was increased by 50% and cortisol was reduced by 16.25%. So, this was an amazing discovery because this shows that simple emotions, by elevating your emotions, you can change the chemical structure of your body. And when you can change the chemical structure of body, you can rewire your brain. If you can rewire your brain, you can create a new reality for yourself. Your manifestation journey can get accelerated. You can achieve your goals faster because your time, energy, and resources of the body and mind will be utilized in creating your desired future instead of getting wasted on unnecessary future possibilities that don't exist. So, the solution to this problem is nothing but open your heart. Open your heart and experience elevated emotions. So, what is opening your heart? Opening your heart will happen when you choose to change your attitude. Change in the way you think and feel. If you find yourself constantly in the emotions of stress, then it is really vitally important for you to feel those elevated emotions. Take a pause in your life and tell yourself that there is no danger around you. You are not living in an animal state, you are living in the creation mode. You are living in the world where animals are not attacking you and all the people around you are safe and they love you. This way, when you feel elevated, when you start experiencing and enjoying the little moments of life, just having a cup of coffee in isolation, having a friendly laugh with your partner, or enjoying the morning glory, sitting in your living room, watching any program, and laughing together with your family members. Just these little things of joy, or having your meal together with your family members and appreciating each other, being grateful for food you eat, being grateful for water you have, or being grateful for everything you have around you can help you to elevate your emotion, can help you to open your heart. Be compassionate towards other people whenever you have any conversation. Instead of judging them, instead of analyzing them, you can just think and feel that they are also other human beings like you. And you can always open your heart and extend compassion towards them so that they feel safe in in your space. This way, you are restoring your immune system. Stress makes you focus on the outside environment because the attention is on object of threat. Who is chasing me? That is an object. Place to escape. Where should I run so that I will be escaped? What is that safe space where my body and me will be safe? And how much time? How much time do I have to escape from these dangerous animals? So can you see the stress makes you focus on your body, environment, and time? What do you do at your workplace? You are chasing your targets, you are trying to do it in limited time, and you are constantly analyzing your environment. Now, just a simple question. Look into your life and tell me, how many times are you in survival mode? How many times are you experiencing stress? And the shocking answer is more than 80% of the time we are in stress. And these hormones of stress make us more materialistic because we focus on matter. And that's why this focus on matter makes us uh, crave for shopping. Because what do? We pay money and we get something. So that thing is a matter and we feel good. It is as if we have achieved our target. So, when you get addicted to this emotion of stress and focusing on matter and objects all the time, you are escaping from something or you're chasing something. That means you're in stress. And if once in a while your emotions get shifted, we call it as a mood. But if it is constant for a few minutes and hours, it becomes a temperament. And when this temperament stays there for days and weeks and months together, it becomes a personality trait. And this is derived from the past experiences. If you don't have tools or you're not trained to manage your situations or have that healthy communication with people, and you don't learn to open your heart and share compassion with others, then you will always find yourself operating from the past experiences because that is what is comfortable and familiar for your brain. But you have a choice. Yes. Are you ready to make a healthy choice for yourself? If yes, raise your hand. I am ready because I am living in creation every day. Now that I'm speaking to you, I'm sharing this presentation with you. I am loving my work. So, this is not a stressful situation. In fact, this is a moment of creation for me. And if you can see a new dimension to your life, if in this session you can open your heart, then you are also in creation zone. What is living in creation? It is about opening your awareness and shifting your attention from matter to energy. Instead of being materialistic, focusing on objects, focusing on people, focusing on environment, just focus your attention to energy, sense possibilities, and curious for the unknown. Now, a person who is stressed will always operate from the past because that is a comfortable place. But when you take a pause and just breathe in and breathe out, again breathe in, again breathe out, and be in the present moment and see how you are not in the past nor you're in the future, you're in the present moment. Now when you're in the present moment, there is nothing to process, and when there is nothing to process, there is no judgment to any experience. When there is no judgment, you have curiosity to know the unknown. And when you have curiosity to know the unknown, that is a zone of possibility. You can sense possibilities when you live in creation. And when you stop thinking and stop analyzing things and people, your circuits of survival in the brain are stopped, and this incoherent brain becomes coherent and organized. You start opening your heart and you start shutting down the circuits of brain. So then you don't wait for the outside to change, you take control and you create a new future. And for that, you get a chance to experience love, joy, and trust with people around you. When you choose these emotions of love, joy, and trust, your body goes in anabolic state. So, anabolic state means that state where your body repairs. It goes in the phase of growth. There is expansion and regeneration of your cells and tissues. So, your emotions have cellular effect on your body. Now, this also creates an amazing effect on your health and body And by this, you become less selfish and more selfless because you can recognize that there is no danger. The other people are not dangerous animals like in the forest. And so you start opening your heart, you start feeling compassion for others, and then automatically you start building your relationships. So, this heartfelt state makes you pay attention on spreading good energy, and then you will be in less separatedness and more connections. Our life is all about relationship building. When you feel connected with other people, you feel happier, you feel more peaceful. There was a poll and it asked people to rate the importance of different things. And most of the people shared that relationship building helps them earn more money. Relationship with themselves helps them to take care of their own physical and mental health, as well as relationship with money helps them earn more money. After all, where does money come from? From other human beings. So, unless and until you learn this relationship building, it will be difficult to scale up your business or to go ahead and progress in your entrepreneurship journey. And what stops you to build your relationships is stress, your survival mode. And that's why you are not here to just survive, you are here to thrive. And when do you thrive? When you earn a lot of money, when you build meaningful connections and relationships with people around you, and you have great health, you are happy, and you feel youthful and energetic the entire day. So, this is the real definition of having a rich mindset and being wealthy in true sense. So, this message is again repeated: you're born to thrive, not just to survive. If you want to take this manifestation game to the next level and if you want to build your rich mindset, then I invite you for our 4 month long uh, coaching program of building rich mindset for manifesting miracles. For more details, feel free to contact me and see you in the next week. Till then, take care. And don't forget to keep smiling and keep shining. Take care and bye bye.